In September 2023, an on-duty sergeant from the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department was traveling through a construction zone in his unmarked squad car when he spotted a Ford Explorer that closely resembled Indiana State Police vehicles. The driver, 23-year-old Jonathan Becker, wore a neon green uniform shirt with patches, similar to Indiana law enforcement attire. Jonathan soon pulled in behind the sergeant and activated his white and amber emergency lights, signaling what appeared to be a traffic stop. In response, the sergeant pulled over, but Jonathan continued driving, turned off the lights, and was later seen in another construction area with workers dressed in similar attire. The sergeant asked Jonathan if he was a police officer, but Jonathan denied it and accused the sergeant of speeding in the construction zone. While they argued, the sergeant called for assistance from uniformed officers. As they spoke, the sergeant noticed John's tactical belt had a radio mic, a key ring with an Indiana State Police logo, and a black whistle, items commonly used by police officers.
Are you a police officer in the state of Indiana?
I already answered this question. I already told you. Okay. So you have no answer.
Please don't move forward.
Stop playing games.
There's no games here.
Okay, then I already answered that question. 5 or 6.
Okay. Well, the reason I asked you before is because I wanted to make sure if you are a police officer.
I already told you my answer.
Okay.
Stop asking me.
You told me you're not a police officer.
I already answered that question.
You understand why I stopped to talk to you, correct?
Yeah, because you flew past me going 80 miles an hour in a 55.
Okay.
For no reason. How do I know you're not on your way to a call because your lights are on?
What
And
lights?
You're not in a police car, a marked police car. And then you put your badge on to talk to me.
Correct.
And your gun.
I didn't put my gun on. I have my gun with me because
Okay.
I'm a police officer.
Alright, well, I didn't see your badge on.
When I went by you in the car, you mean?
Yep. You put it on to come talk to me?
Correct.
Yep.
Because I wanted to make sure that you knew that before I just come up and start talking to you what was going on.
Alright.
Okay?
Alright, go run me. Let's get this over with.
Okay. Do you understand what's happening here and why I'm here to talk to you?
Nope.
You don't understand?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have responsibilities enforcing traffic law on
I'm a flagger.
Okay. Do you have responsibilities to enforce speeding law on the interstate?
Whenever we're in a construction zone, I do whatever they tell me to do.
Okay. Has anybody tasked you with the responsibility to flash your lights at motorists on the road and tell them to slow down while you're driving?
What do we do?
Okay, what you're doing right now is stationary on the side of the road, trying to ensure the safety of people in a construction zone, right?
Yep.
Okay. You understand the difference between the motoring public on 465, which is a busy interstate in Indianapolis.
I don't know what your point is here.
Okay. My point is, let's step back and look. Okay. Would you agree that some people might think this looks like a police car or some kind of emergency vehicle?
It's a traffic control car. Just
Okay.
like his car.
Okay.
Just like his car.
Which is
just
why
like his car.
Okay.
We all use
Which is
different
why I
types of
asked you
vehicles.
why you are essentially trying to enforce traffic law on the interstate.
Who said I was trying to do that?
Did you not activate your lights? What you said to slow me down?
I did not.
You didn't activate your lights?
Nope. And there's a witness.
Okay.
Wherever he went.
You didn't activate these lights right in the front of your car?
Nope. My strobe lights, I did not.
Okay. What lights did you activate?
I didn't activate any lights.
Okay. So there's
Do you have any proof that I did?
two different stories you've given me. You said before it wasn't your strobes, it's your high beams.
Well, you said strobes. You
Okay.
told the warrant officer I thought it was strobe lights.
Okay. These lights that are right in the front that are
Did I clock my
strobing.
strobes? So now you have two different stories, okay? So now you said
understand the action of these
headlights.
lights?
So you said headlights and then strobes. So which one?
I'm
which one
asking
did you see?
I'm asking you what you
Okay.
activated, and you said you didn't activate
All right,
anything,
I'm
which is
done
not
talking.
accurate. Okay.
I'll talk to somebody else.
Have you ever been arrested?
I'll talk to somebody else. I'm done talking to you.
Hey, is your laptop? Or do you have? Well, you don't have one in there.
Yeah, I got one.
You got a laptop?
I'm the mark behind him.
John explained that he owns Indiana Traffic Operations, a company specializing in traffic control at construction sites to ensure the safety of construction crews.
I have plenty of guys that work with me. Cops, IPD guys. So
Okay, are you on offer place for the wreck?
Doing traffic. That's all I do. It's not like I'm not doing
And full
anything.
details for search
He saw the whole thing.
642.
I don't know what he's trying to gain out of it.
This.
You have your ID on you? Come on. You need it? Well, he's saying you're a witness to this whole thing, so I strike out.
Right. This dude, he drives by in his Jeep. We're going what? 60? And it's a 55 on Caitlin.
It was also discovered John was on probation for unlawful display of emergency lights on a vehicle.
Mr. Becker, Is your driver's license? Are you on probation?
Yes.
You're on probation.
You already know the answer to that
Hancock
question.
County?
You already know the
What
answer
are
to
you
that
on
question.
probation for?
You already know the answer to that question. You looked it up, so you already know.
Okay. What do you think he's on probation for? No, actually, I've never seen somebody on probation for it, but he's on probation for improper use of emergency lights.
It's not improper use. You need to reread that.
I'm not here to write you a ticket.
Okay, I know
What
that.
do you think the odds are that of
Okay,
all
hold
people?
on. Reverse. You said improper use. What did it say? Now you're implying to him that I use red and blue light.
I didn't imply anything.
You just told him, and so
You're
now
on-
everyone thinks they're.
Did you flash your lights when you were behind him?
No,
I didn't.
Of emergency lights
I didn't.
on a
He
vehicle.
flew past.
Well, you're not the police. So guess what? If somebody flies past you, call the police.
What do you think the odds are that of all the people that I stopped to talk to for flashing their lights on the interstate?
He didn't flash him, but
Whatever you want to call it.
he
bud,
flew by me
okay?
at 80
You're on-
miles
you're
an
on
hour, which
probation
would make
for unlawful display of
a
emergency
reason
lights
for him
on
to
a
believe that he
vehicle.
did
So,
something about it.
Yes, you probably know a lot about the statute.
I
But
do.
you probably, if you're on probation for that, shouldn't be on the interstate trying to slow traffic down. And this is your lucky day that the car that you try to do that to happens to be an unmarked police officer who happens to be working. Okay? So don't give me a hard time when you're on probation for something
Don't touch
related.
my car.
Okay?
Dude. I'm not touching your car. Stop touching my fucking shit.
You're lucky I don't tow it, which is within my purview.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I've got your ID. You have this gentleman's information. I'm going to make a police report.
Okay. Make
How
a
that
report.
how that handles anything for your business based on what your current status is, I do not know. What is your probation officer's name?
I have to look at it.
You don't know who your probation officer is?
I think he's a real chill guy. I have to check in with him
Okay.
maybe once a month, so I don't even.
No problem. My suggestion to you is this is probably a bad idea. Your intentions may have been good, but bad things happen when people start down that road. And I'm not talking about you having to flash them at a police officer. I'm talking about people get pissed off. I legitimately was doing something that you have no idea what I'm doing. That's what we do for a living. It was just your bad luck that that happened to be what I do for a living. Okay?
What? Drive 80 miles an hour in a 55, and then weave in and out of traffic?
I'm not going to take advice from
I'm
somebody
just-
on
I'm just
probation for
asking
this,
you,
okay?
'cause
I'm
you're-
not here to diminish what you do. I
If you're in like
appreciate-
an unmarked force or something like that, all right, cool. But you said you're in COVID investigation.
Not COVID, covert. Yes.
Okay.
What we do, I'll tell you what I do for a living.
I heard COVID, so I was just
No,
like, okay.
I don't go after COVID violators, okay?
He's tried to cut him so many breaks. I was mad when I heard about this. I wasn't even here.
We go after people. We do gun crime investigations. I need people to not know that I'm the police. That's what we do for a living. So, no, I don't normally waste any of my time, but you pique my curiosity, flashing your lights at me. I understand now you say you didn't flash any lights or whatever, and it must have just been my random luck that I came up here to talk to you and you happen to be on probation. I have no idea who you are. I have nothing against you. I'm just telling you, it's a bad idea to be on the interstate flashing your lights at people.
I've seen this car probably blind.
Are they together?
I think so. The skinny one with glasses drives that
Somebody
car.
may.
He does have red and blue.
Yeah.
Check
I've
the
never
other
seen
channel.
this one with lights on, but I've seen him at the crew car wash, and I could have swear I saw
it's pretty-
steady burns
it's-
that are red and blue.
It's like it's clear what they're doing. Like you're wearing you got a thin blue line plate cover. You're wearing a thin blue line hat. Like
Come on, man. We all know, whether you want to admit it or not, what you're trying to do. There's a place
What am I
for that.
trying to do?
Apparently, based on what you're saying, you're trying to get me to slow down, okay? It's not your job, unfortunately, today.
Well, you're
Maybe
the
it will be
police.
in the
You shouldn't
future.
be driving like that anyway.
It's not your call. You don't know what
No,
I'm doing.
it's not my call. But you as
So
a
then
police
don't do
officer,
it.
you should be driving with due regard. And that was not due regard. And I'm sure he can vouch for me. That was not due regard.
if I saw this car coming up behind me and I couldn't see the plate, I couldn't see the lights, I would 100% think it was a cop, like an out of county cop.
Weaving
Mr.
in and out.
Becker,
Oh, no. Hold
listen
on.
to
You
me.
had your piece.
I will
I'm
not
gonna
be
have my piece.
lectured.
Okay.
It
All
is
right.
not your place.
Yeah, because you should know better.
You don't know what I
You're
was
the police.
doing.
I'm not even the police, dude.
So what was I
And
doing?
then you asked me 20
Explain
times.
to me what I was doing.
Weaving in and out of traffic,
No.
signal, and speeding.
What was I
with
doing?
no due regard.
What was I looking for?
I don't care what you were looking for.
How? So that is
You're
not your
driving
place.
with no due regard.
That is not accurate. How do you
Exactly.
know? Was I
So maybe you
following a
should have
murder
somebody-
suspect?
So maybe
Was I following a murder suspect?
that's your business.
Was I following a murder suspect?
Obviously not. You were
Was I
following
following?
me
How do you know?
because you followed me here.
How do you
You
know?
follow that murder spec. You'd be following him right now. You wouldn't be talking to me,
You
right?
make my point for me, okay? Your actions, okay? Look it up. In the state of Indiana, when you take action and cause someone to take another action, okay? When you take action like on the interstate, flipping your lights on like this, you cause a chain reaction. You don't know what I was doing, okay? You didn't know I was a police officer. You just thought I was somebody driving on the interstate, coming off the interstate onto Shadeland, right? What I'm saying is it's not your place to enforce those traffic laws. I understand your heart, your intention might have been in the right place. I don't know. I have no idea what your deal is with Hancock County. What I'm saying is that's a bad idea. As it turns out, you're trying to lecture me on something that you don't know what our job is and what I was doing, okay? I understand you didn't know I was a police officer.
You guys
There
do
are a
your
lot
thing.
of police
I'm just
cars.
asking you to drive with due regard. All right, that's all I want. All right.
It's not your place.
It's not your plate. You're a citizen. I'm sorry. You can drive down the street and want it all
So,
day.
I'm
It's not your job.
I'm not asking you to give me a lecture. I'm here just explaining to you. Actually, I was out here working. I understand now. You think, whatever, I'm wasting my time here.
Okay, but you get where I'm coming from, right? I just see some
You understand?
jackass
I don't like
driving down the road going 50.
It doesn't
not your
matter.
job.
It's
You
not your
understand?
job.
I'm not here to give you a ticket, okay?
I understand that.
I suppose I could. I haven't been to traffic court in a long time. I know where it's at. I know how to give a ticket. I know they're expensive now, and I'm not trying to tax you like that, okay? You have to understand, you're trying to, in this conversation, justify what you're saying you're not doing. Anyway, I'm gonna snap a couple pictures of your vehicle. I've already got your information. You're free to go. Do you have any questions for me?
I'll just need a copy of your business card.
I don't have a business card with me. I've already told you my name.
You have your
I'm making a
you have
report.
run number, but you have a copy of the report.
I do not provide copies of the report. I give you a report number. Can you just pull a number and then write it down for me?
You just run it. 3012 is an organizational plate.
No, it took me a while to get it, but it is like an LF plate.
Like a
is the
supporter
code.
plate?
No, it's a law enforcement plate.
Just humor me and run it 3012 on an OR.
It has to be
What the?
it's 3012.
Did he say how he has
LF.
what was it, like Warren, like Michigan City or whatever it was?
Yeah, so Warren County in Williamsport is way out west, damn near to
Did he
Illinois.
say how he has that plate?
I don't know, but this comes back on a brown 2000. That thing is not 2000.
John claimed he purchased the vehicle several months prior, along with the equipment inside. Officers observed a radar gun, a radio box, light siren box, and a mounted computer in plain view, all of which appeared clean and functional.
It's your stop.
Yeah, like, whatever.
If it's over 30 days, I'm going to tow.
I'm fine just making a report and going on with my day because I don't want to. This is not how I like spending my.
Something with the date that you bought the car to show me that it's not older than 30 days.
Oh, I got a tent tag.
Perfect.
Do you see what this says? Please display this portion in the rear vehicle window. Does it say anywhere on there to put a plate off of another car and just drive around with it? It doesn't.
Which you can do. I'm just saying. You obviously, if you know.
My bad.
Explain it to you.
My bad.
You gotta have the paperwork.
While retrieving the vehicle registration, since the plates were linked to a different vehicle, officers noticed a Glock magazine, 2 pairs of handcuffs in the passenger door, and what appeared to be tactical vest and body armor in the back seat.
It's a handcuff
Recording.
store.
Oh, okay.
You do security. Do you understand that doing security means you cannot put someone in handcuffs? That's what the police. That's what the real police do. Is put
Okay.
people in handcuffs.
Yeah, I understand that.
There's no firearm in here, but there's a magazine and bullets.
Yeah, well, I got obviously cleaned this out because I just transferred everything to my other car, but there's no gun. I have a Glock. It's 19.
Where's it at?
Because I can't carry it, right? Because I'm on probation.
You know your business better than us.
Okay, well,
I haven't looked at. I don't know.
pretty sure I have
what
to
the
tell
conditions-
you, I can't have a firearm. I don't have a firearm.
I'm just telling you. I don't know the
house,
conditions of your
and it's
probation.
secured.
There's probably people who have conditions of probation that say like, if I'm working, I can. Maybe across the board. I mean, it's only a C misdemeanor that you're on probation for. So
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't know
like
that
I'm
I've
a-
ever encountered somebody on probation for a C misdemeanor. So, and I don't do probation. So I'm just gonna say you probably know your business and your risk better than. I'm sure it's there, but I'm gonna go down that route. Have a nice day.